at Bethlehem, the herdmen stopped the Christmas story. It came right out of the FBI files. At least they got the right villain. It was Herod they wanted to gang up on and not the baby Jesus. But the baby Jesus quit the pageant anyway. It was supposed to be Eugene Slocum. Mrs. Slocum said she wouldn't let Imogene Herdman get her hands on him. So we didn't have a baby Jesus, and that bothered my mother. She kept trying to scratch up a baby, even at the last rehearsal. What do you keep writing in that book?
It's like a diary.
No, it isn't. It's all about the Herdmans. Imogene curses and swears all the time. Leroy talks about sexy things. Mrs. Bradley called Mary pregnant. Gladys drinks communion wine. It isn't wine, it's grape juice.
I don't care what it is. She drinks it. I've seen her 3 times with the mouth all purple. And they still do. If you shake the birthday bake, it doesn't make a sound because they stole all the pennies out of it. And if you go in the ladies' bathroom, the whole air is blue. And Gladys Herdman is sitting there in her angel costume, smoking cigars.
And you wrote all that down? What for?
For my mother and Reverend Hopkins and the Ladies' Aid Society, and anyone else who wants to know why the pageant turned out to be a great pageant. Come on. Okay, guys. Now this is our last rehearsal.
Great. I just want to let you all know that we're back in the kitchen making applesauce cake if you need us.
Well, we'll try not to bother you. Guess this is your dress rehearsal?
Well, it's supposed to be.
Oh, Wilma, didn't I hear that you had a baby about a month or so ago?
Yes, she probably so.
Well, I wonder how it would be if I were to call your baby.
Great. Woo! I can make up so much yes until your baby is sick or cranky or something. Sorry, Grace.
Mrs. Bradley, you use my little brother, baby Jesus. I didn't know you had a new baby. Well, he's not exactly new. He's 4 years old and he's double jointed, so you can probably scrunch up.
I can get us the baby.
How can you do that?
There's always 2 or 3 of them in those carriages outside the supermarket. I'll just take one.
You can't just walk off with somebody's baby. I guess we'll just forget about a baby. We'll use the doll.
Yeah, the doll's better anyway. The doll can't fight me.
And Imogene, you know, Mary didn't wear earrings.
I have to wear these. If I don't, they'll grow together.
I don't think they'll grow together in an hour and a half. What did the doctor tell you to do?
What doctor?
Well, who pierced your ears?
Gladys!
I bet she did it with an ice pick, and Imogene's ears turn black and fall off. Well, we'll find something smaller. Now, is that your costume? Is that what you're going to wear? You're all supposed to have your costumes on today. I can't find my halo. My wings got them. Janet stole my robe. I don't have any white bitches. May I wear one with flowers on it?
I don't have a costume. I've never been a shepherd before. You have to wear your father's outfit. That's what I have to do. He hasn't got one. What does he wear around the house? His underwear. The minister's underwear!
Pretend you're look at while we think about Christmas and what it means. Now put the doll down.
No, wait, I ain't gonna say anything. Some angel tells me what to name my baby. I would have named him Bill.
What a terrible thing to say.
What angel is that? There's angels all over the place. Was it Gladys?
No, Gladys brought the good news to the shepherds.
Yeah, and to you, a talent's born. To me, not this. I'm the one who had the baby. Oh, no.
That just means that Jesus belongs to all of us. And to all of us, a child is born.
What did that angel do? Just walk up and say, name him Jesus?
Yes, I know what the angel said. She said, his name shall be Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
My God, he'd never get out of the first grade if he had to write all that.
Get more from Imogene!
5 minutes.
We never did start over, and we never did go through the whole thing. 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes, and Gladys spent the entire time smoking cigars in the ladies' room. Then Mrs. McCarthy went in the ladies' room, and she saw the smoke, and she called the fire department, and they came right away. They cleared everybody out of the building and then dragged a big hose all through the church looking for a fire to put out. But the only one they found was in the kitchen because all the applesauce cake burnt up. And of course the ladies were mad about that. And Mrs. McCarthy was mad. And my mother was mad.
Why in the world did you call the fire department about a little smoke?
It was a lot of smoke. The ladies were full of thick smoke.
It couldn't have been. You just got excited. And now look, the church is full of firemen, and the street is full of baby angels crying and shepherds climbing all over the fire truck and half the neighborhood. Didn't you know it was cigar smoke?
No, I didn't know it was cigar smoke. I don't expect to find cigar smoke in the ladies' room of a church. And Alice Wendelkin's mother was mad too. And the whole Ladies' Aid Society was mad. And Reverend Hopkins said he didn't know what to think.
I've been on the telephone all day and I can't make head or tails of it. Some people say they set fire to the ladies' room. Some people say they set fire to the kitchen. Beryl Windlekin says all they do is talk about sex and underwear.
That was your son talking about his father's underwear. And they didn't set fire to anything. The only fire was in the kitchen where all the applesauce was burned up.
Well, the whole church is in an uproar. I don't know. Jesus said, suffer the little children to come unto me. But I'm not sure he meant the herdmen. Don't you think we should just cancel the pageant?
I'll bet that was Helen Armstrong's idea.
Well, we can blame it on the fire. Makes a good excuse.
I'll bet that was Edna McCarthy's idea.
Well, everyone seems to think it's going to be a
Disaster? Well, they're wrong. This is going to be the best Christmas pageant we ever had.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to come to see it.
Would you, the worst kids in the world, playing the leading roles, an inexperienced director, and the same old story? I guess only you can answer that question. There will be a 15-minute intermission with lots of goodies for you to eat. We hope you stay, but nobody will blame you if you didn't.